But I'm only being real when I say nobody wants to hear the grandfather rap. And old men have heart attacks, and I don't want to be responsible for that. So put the mic down and walk away. You can still have a little bit of dignity. That's dedicated to someone who knows me. It's older than me, who still acts like he's younger than me, even though I'm immature. And I'm 37 and act like I'm 18, maybe younger than that. Whew, I got a bad cough. So deal with me. But I'm being serious. I don't want to cause an old man to have a heart attack. You know what I mean? Because let's face it, no one can touch me. No one. No one. And I'm not going to be specific, but anyone that wronged me in the past, I will get you, because karma comes back in a bad way. And I'm just in one of them loopy moods, you know? Like, I ain't threatening nobody. It's just, God forbid, if I get a flashback, you know, because I've taken a lot of acid in my life in the past. I'm not into it now. You just know what I do now. I take my prescribed medication and I smoke weed. That's it. I'm the most realest thing on YouTube. And I talk about wrestling. Prolific. I am prolific. Oh, man, asthma. Whew! I don't know how I used to fight. For real. But I'm getting old. The thing is, I always win. You know what I mean? It's called war. I lost a lot of battles. A lot more than I won. But I always won the war. The question is, can you win the war? Who cares if you lose the fight? It don't matter. Winning the war. Hurting the people where it hurts the most. Getting at them where it gets the most. See, I hung around with a lot of people in my life. I know a lot of shit. Okay? I'm getting off topic and I have enough time to say what I want to say about WrestleMania. So I'm just going to take another minute just to spill this out a little bit because I'm in a little mood today. Karma. I don't believe in karma. I just believe in revenge. And that's not, you know, I am a Christian. I'm a born again Christian. Some things you don't forget. And, you know, for people that dicked me in the past, you know, girlfriends, you know, that were unfaithful, and I was wrong for shit I did. You know, I did a lot of wrong things in my life. There's certain people, though, that I will expose in time, in front of everybody. And the thing is about it, the beautifulest thing about it is, if you can even get close of actually taking me down with asthma, with a metal plate in my hip, you know what I'm saying? With 5 herniated discs in my back from falling off a ladder in 97 when I worked construction. With all that, and then some, I would still kill you and smile about it like this on TV. Like, I'm not even going to swat that fly. How could this nice guy do that? For real. I'm such a nice guy. Why would I want to hurt anybody? I would never do that. Never. But it's Joey G. What's up? Alright. WrestleMania possible matches. Now, I'm not talking about on the internet WrestleMania dream matches. I'm talking about possible matches for WrestleMania 31, March the 29th, 2015, in Silicon Valley. I think of titties every time of that. Silicon Valley, Santa Clara, San Francisco. It's where the 49ers play. It's where the Eagles are playing the 49ers tomorrow night. Yeah, I'm a Rondo fan. I don't like Boston, seriously. I think Boston's the city of sissies, but I do like Rondo, and I've always been kind of a Celtics guy. I like Larry Bird. I think you know why I like Larry Bird. You know what I mean? But, just saying, getting on to the WrestleMania matches. I say anything, you know what I mean? I'm not afraid to say anything. Nothing scares me except Jesus. That's it. You know what I mean? It's the only guy, the only man I answer to is the Lord Jesus Christ. I answer to no one. No one. Okay? WrestleMania matches are full. Now, right now, I'm talking about the main event. What do you want to see in the main event? I know my friend Mike and Stacy. What's up, Mikey, Nor, Stacy, Stephen? What's up? You know, two of my great friends, even though I really never saw Stacy. But she's a very good friend. She's a loyal viewer and a loyal friend. Her and Mike, two of my best friends in the world. And I want to give them a shout out right now because they're in my heart. And they're my friends. And Mikey's son. What's up, little Micah? WrestleMania. What's everybody want to see? I mean, I'm going to the Royal Rumble. Me and all my boys are going to the Royal Rumble. You know, and, well, men, because we are men now, but I still consider myself, you know, immature, like I said. But WrestleMania, okay, they're booking the main event so far, Brock Lesnar against Roman Reigns. That sucks. Brock versus The Rock, I would love to see. Brock versus Stone Cold, what are we looking at? I mean, what kind of Steve Austin are we looking at? I want to see Steve Austin in the ring at least 3 times before he goes in to meet Brock Lesnar. I just don't want to hear Steve Austin versus Brock Lesnar and he wins the Royal Rumble. I mean, come on. It's not believable. I mean, be real. It's not believable at all. Now, matches that could happen, and I'm just saying this. If Jeff Hardy would return to the WWE, and Jeff Hardy cut a promo, this is the reality hour, and said, CM Punk, and was real, I want you. I mean, that is kind of a dream match, but we've seen that match. I mean, we've seen it at SummerSlam 09, when a great TLC match. I was at Night of Champions 09, at the Wells Fargo Center. I saw it. You know what I'm saying? When Jeff Hardy won the world title, when they had the 2 titles. I mean, they've wrestled a million times, but the personalities don't clash. But even though Jeff's the one who gets messed up, well, he used to get messed up. He probably still tokes, but let's face it, toking weed is trees. I mean, it's harmless. I don't drink no more, so you know what I mean? I'm not even going to get into that debate, but really, I mean, personally, I think every wrestler, except CM Punk, tokes, because I smoked with Matt Hardy, I smoked with Sabu, I smoked with Crowbar at an indie show. I was sitting right next to Sabu, and I remember because I saw him on TNA. I said, I thought your head was bald, and he had one of them things, you know, like then the Miz came out acting like The Rock, and he had the bald head a couple years ago before WrestleMania 27. Well, he was wearing one of them at TNA because I saw him at an indie show at the Philadelphia National Guard Armory like 2 years ago, and not the past one I just went to a while ago, like before WrestleMania 27. No, right after WrestleMania 27. That year, 2011. The end of 2011. And, you know, dream matches, not dream matches, but possible matches I would like to see at WrestleMania. Now, where are they going to put John Cena at? The rumor I hear, John Cena versus Sting. That would be a great match. But I don't know where all these people are getting Sting can't go. Last time I saw it, Sting hasn't wrestled in about 6 months to... Yeah, I know he's wrestled in the last year. Sting can go. I was watching Victory Road last night where Jeff Hardy came down all messed up and Sting just took him. And Jeff Hardy, you can hear him screaming. He's like, ah! And Sting like grabs his hair and gives him the scorpion death drop. And Jeff does try to kick out. Sting pins him, but Sting's old school. I like Sting. I dig Sting. I'm Sting for life. You know what I mean? Crow, the blonde flat top, whatever. Sting for life. Steve Borden, that's the boy. Oh, he's original OG. But that could be a possible match. Goldberg versus John Cena, a possible match. But I'm interested, who's Brock Lesnar going to fight for the WWE World Championship? What's going to be where it says WrestleMania 31, Levi Stadium, for, you know, the home of the 49ers, which very well might be the Super Bowl champions. The Philadelphia Eagles are going to win the Super Bowl. And that goes for all you fucking cities in the United States. All right? The Eagles are the best. For real. But the Eagles are the best. Yeah, I said it. Joey G. The Eagles are the best. Alright, I'm on a rant today. But I'm just talking about WrestleMania matches. I like Dean Ambrose. I would love to see Dean Ambrose. The pops he gets, like I talked about earlier. The pops he gets are unbelievable. He's great. They're just showing how good he's going to get. Notice the steps he's taking. The steps he's taking. He's going to be the man. Like it or not. He's like an Austin. He's got... I went through it before what he's got. He's got the it factor. Bobby Roode isn't the it factor. The part I saw of Bobby Roode that I saw in WWE, I saw on TNA like 2 weeks ago. He's really not that great of a wrestler, Bobby Roode. He's all right. I mean, if he was in WWE, he's a mid-carder. About it. He's no better than Bo Dallas. Bo Dallas is the man. Not that I like, because I like Bo Dallas. I'm a Bo Dallas fan. But I think there's a lot better youth in WWE than Bobby Roode. And if I was Triple H or Vince or Steph or anybody, Linda, Shayna, I wouldn't hire Bobby Roode. Austin Aries, yeah. What about Austin Aries versus Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania? Because TNA is going to be out of business by March 29th. March 29th. That's the day they sold out the Pontiac Silverdome. So, like, who's Brock Lesnar going to fight? I know Vince wants it to be The Rock. Triple H said that would be a great match, but he wants it to be the youth. The top 3 to win the Royal Rumble, Roman Reigns. Now, this could change between now and WrestleMania. A lot could change between now and Survivor Series, which they're booking in Survivor Series, possibly Lesnar versus Orton, one-on-one, where I told you last night about the stipulation of Hell in the Cell, and it'll be Lesnar versus Orton at Survivor Series, but Lesnar keeps the belt in Orton's hometown of St. Louis. And then at TLC, Lesnar, Orton, and Rollins with the briefcase and the title hanging. And you don't have to grab both. You can grab the title and then leave the match. And say Lesnar grabs his title. He can leave and walk away. Then it would just come down to Rollins and Randy Orton for the briefcase. Weird. That is weird. I don't know. That's weird. I mean, these gimmick pay-per-views gotta go. Thank God next year they're changing them up. They said that this year, though. But Night of Champions next year is supposed to be Classic Champions, Hell in a Cell, Halloween Havoc. This show is supposed to be about possible WrestleMania matches. And it is. Who's Brock Lesnar going to face? I want to see Brock Lesnar versus Dean Ambrose in the main event at WrestleMania 31. My friend Mike and Stacy want to see that. I want to see that. I think the whole world wants to see that. Let Dean blow up. He's been in the business 13 years he's been in the business. He's been in the indies. TNA had a chance to get him, and they didn't get him. Dean Ambrose is the future face. Let him win the Royal Rumble. That's your best shot, unless The Rock comes back. Because I don't want to see Roman Reigns. I don't want to see none of them young dudes against Brock Lesnar. The only dude I want to see against Brock Lesnar would be, before The Rock, would be Batista versus Lesnar, Orton, which we're going to see at Survivor Series, and the Royal Rumble. That's what they said, Orton and Cena. Or Orton and Lesnar. Batista is the only one I want to see against Lesnar, besides The Rock, would be Batista, Dean Ambrose, number 1. If CM Punk came back, CM Punk, that would be really it. CM Punk, Batista, who else? I mean, Stardust, Cody Rhodes, but that wouldn't happen. Dolph Ziggler, that would be great, because Dolph Ziggler works his ass off. But that's not going to happen. They're not going to give Ziggler that shot at the title at WrestleMania. They're not going to have Dolph Ziggler win the Royal Rumble. You know what I mean? That would be great. I say Dean Ambrose. That's my pick to win the Royal Rumble. I would hope, but if The Rock's there, The Rock's there. I mean, but can you imagine Batista winning the Royal Rumble again in Philly? Man, they would boo. But if the rumor is, if they did do that, they would have it come down to him and Cena. So the crowd would have to cheer Batista. I would be cheering Batista anyway. But I think the crowd would be behind Batista. But that's not going to happen. I got a feeling a youth's going to win it, or The Rock or Stone Cold will come back and win it. And it'll be one of them again. I got a feeling it's going to be The Rock versus Brock at WrestleMania. They've been saying that for the last 2 years. I think it's finally going to happen. Even though they're both part-time, The Rock wins the belt, Brock wins it back at Extreme Rules, and then finally somebody in the youth gets it. Dean Ambrose. Dean Ambrose. Dean Ambrose. Dean Ambrose is the man. This is Joey G. I know I was going to do a short one tonight, but I just kept rambling. This is Joey G. I'm the best in the world. Joey G. For life. Subscribe, watch. It doesn't matter. I just love getting this face on TV. To all my freaks out there, holla if you hear me. Peace.